The Emergency Food Assistance Program, Civil Rights Compliance Training. The purpose of this civil rights instruction is to establish and convey policy and provide guidance and direction to the United States Department of Agriculture, Food and Nutrition Service, its recipients and customers, and to ensure compliance with and enforcement of the prohibition against discrimination in the Emergency Food Assistance Program, all food and nutrition service, nutrition programs and activities, whether federally funded in whole or not. Protected classes. Program benefits and participation are made available without regard to race, color, national origin, age, sex, disability, gender identity, religion, reprisal, political beliefs, marital status, familial or parental status, sexual orientation, public assistance income, and protected generic information in employment, program, or activity conducted or funded by the department. Public notification. TEFAP state or local agencies and their subrecipients must have a public notification system. The purpose of this system is to inform applicants, participants, and potentially eligible persons of program availability, program rights and responsibilities, policy of non-discrimination, and policy for filing a complaint. You will see the End Justice for All poster prominently displayed in all areas. Non-discrimination statement. The non-discrimination statement must be included on all informational materials and sources, including websites, forms, public releases, announcements of scheduled distributions, and all other publications. Non-discrimination statement. TEFAP. State or local agencies and their subrecipients must use the following statement. The United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, prohibits discrimination against its customers, employees, and applicants for employment on the basis of race, color, national origin, age, disability, sex, gender identity, religion, reprisal, and where applicable, political beliefs, marital status, familial or parental status, sexual orientation, or if all or part of an individual's income is derived from any public assistance program or protected genetic information in employment or in any program or activity conducted or funded by the department. Not all prohibited bases will apply to all programs and/or employment activities. If you wish to file a civil rights program complaint of discrimination, complete the USDA Program Discrimination Complaint Form found online or at any USDA office, or call 866-632-9992 to request the form. You may also write a letter containing all of the information requested in the form and send your completed complaint form or letter to us by mail at the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Director, Office of Adjudication, 1400 Independence Avenue Southwest, Washington, D.C., 20250-9410, or by fax or email it. Individuals who are deaf, hard of hearing, or have speech disabilities and wish to file either an EEO or program complaint, please contact USDA through the Federal Relay Service. Persons with disabilities who wish to file a program complaint, please see information above on how to contact us by mail directly or by email. If you require alternative means of communication for program information, please contact USDA's Target Center at 202-720-2600. USDA is an equal opportunity provider and employer. Language assistance. State agencies, local agencies, and other subrecipients are required to provide access to TEFAP services to limited English proficiency persons and participants. Take reasonable steps to assure access is provided. Reasonable accommodation for persons with disabilities. Under the Americans with Disabilities Act, Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, prohibits discrimination on the basis of disability in all services, programs, and activities provided to the public by state and local governments. Reasonable accommodations that do not cause undue hardship must be provided. Assurances. To qualify for federal financial assistance, an application must be accompanied by a written assurance that the entity to receive financial assistance will be operated in compliance with all non-discrimination laws, regulations, instructions, policies, and guidelines. Assurances continued. FNS will obtain a written assurance from each state agency and will ensure that the state agencies obtain assurances from recipient partner agencies. And a civil rights assurance must be incorporated in all agreements between state agencies and local agencies. Compliance reviews. State agency reviews local agencies. Local agencies review their subrecipients. State agency must report significant findings to the reviewed entity and FNS. Resolution of noncompliance. Definition of noncompliance. A factual finding that any civil rights requirement is provided by law, regulation, policy, instruction, or guidelines is not being adhered to by a state agency, local agency, or sub-recipient. To achieve voluntary compliance, the state agency must provide written notice to the local agency or sub-recipient indicating the areas of non-compliance and the action required to correct the situation. Negotiate with the local agency or sub-recipient to achieve compliance. Complaints of discrimination. All complaints alleging discrimination on the basis of race, color, national origin, age, sex, or disability, either written or verbal, must be forwarded to the USDA Director, Office of Civil Rights, 1400 Independence Avenue Southwest, Washington, D.C. 20250. Conflict resolution. Conflict. A disagreement through which the parties involved perceive a threat to their needs, interests, or concerns. Conflict can be large or small, originate in one person, between two or more people, or between two or more groups. Conflict can be resolved depending upon how it's managed. Define the problem, find the cause, select an approach to resolve it, implement it, and take action. The Code of Quality Customer Service. Always smile and be pleasant, treat everyone with respect and courtesy, be caring and understanding, be a good listener, offer assistance, serve clients in a timely manner, apologize for any inconvenience, make clients feel appreciated. Remember, your client is your most important asset. Civil rights training. All levels of TEFAP administration must receive civil rights training. The STA will train the EFO. The EFO must train the recipient partner agencies and other frontline staff who interact with program applicants or recipients. Maintain documents after training is performed. Civil rights training topics. Specific subject matter required but not limited to effective public notification systems, requirements for language assistance, requirements for reasonable accommodations of persons with disabilities, compliance review techniques, resolution of non-compliance, complaint procedures, conflict resolution, and customer service. For additional civil rights compliance information, please contact the Georgia Department of Human Services, 2 Peachtree Street Northwest, Suite 21, Atlanta, Georgia 30303.